Hello, everyone. Welcome. I am so glad you're here today because I'm actually really excited. Today, I'm going to show you step by step the simplest and arguably the easiest way to use Binance. Now, look, I know what you're thinking. As most of you probably know, Binance is the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange. And because it's the biggest, it can look a little bit intimidating at first glance. And you open it up and see all these charts moving, red and green numbers flashing everywhere, and buttons you've never heard of. It feels like looking at a cockpit of a jet, right? But I promise you, I truly promise you, once you break it down into small pieces, it's incredibly user friendly. It's just like any other app once you find your rhythm. First things first, let's talk about getting you set up with an account properly. If you look right down there in the video description or check the pinned comment, I've included a special registration link just for you guys. Now, I highly recommend using that specific link. Why? Because it's going to give you a massive advantage right out of the gate with a 50% fee payback and a potential $600 in rewards. In the world of crypto, those tiny trading fees might not seem like much today, but they really add up over months and years. Saving that money is a huge win for your portfolio. It's basically free capital. So go ahead, take a second to click that link, and let's get started on this journey together. All right, so once you've clicked that link, you'll be taken directly to the official Binance signup screen. It's clean, it's simple, and the process is pretty straightforward, but let's walk through it slowly just to be safe. You've got options here. You can choose to sign up using your email or your mobile phone. Honestly, just go with whichever one you feel more comfortable with. They both work perfectly. Go ahead and enter the email address you plan to use. Pro tip here, make sure it's an account you actually have secure, regular access to. Don't use an old work email. Underneath that, you'll see the terms and conditions. Take a quick peek, check that agreement box at the bottom, and hit that big continue button. Now, wait right there. For security purposes, because Binance takes safety very seriously, they are going to send a 6-digit verification code to that email or phone number you just gave them. Open up your inbox, grab that code, and type it back into the Binance screen. Once that's done, it's time to set your password. Now listen closely here, because this is where people often get stuck. Your password needs to be at least 8 characters long. It needs at least one number and at least one uppercase letter. I always recommend using something unique. If that inviter code entry screen pops up, just double check that the code is in there so you don't miss out on those rewards, and then go ahead and finalize your sign up. You're officially in the system. Okay, so now you officially have a Binance account, but hold your horses. We aren't quite ready to start trading just yet. Next, we have to talk about KYC, or Know Your Customer verification. Now, I know, it sounds like a bit of a chore, but it's a mandatory security step required by regulators. You actually must complete this to deposit, withdraw, or trade. Think of it as a digital ID check that protects you and the exchange from fraud and keeps the bad guys out. Now, here is a secret for you. Because this process includes a facial scan, it is much easier to do this on your mobile phone than on a computer webcam. So, do yourself a favor, grab your smartphone, go to the App Store or Google Play, and install the official Binance app. Once it's installed and launched, just log in with the email and password we just created. Usually, as soon as you log in for the first time, the app is smart enough to take you immediately to the verification screen. First, confirm your nationality. Then choose which ID card you want to use. You can use a resident registration card, a driver's license, or even a passport. Honestly, just proceed with the most convenient one you have in your wallet right now. They're very efficient. They usually process these within about 5 minutes anyway. Select Take Pictures and hit Continue. You'll need to take a clear, well-lit photo of the front and the back of your ID. Make sure there's no glare from overhead lights and that the text is totally readable. After that, it's time face scan. Just fit your face into the oval frame on the screen and follow the little prompts It might ask you to blink, nod, or turn your head. It feels a bit silly, but it works. Once that's done, just confirm your personal info like your name and address, select your occupation, and you're set. You can verify that your KYC is complete by checking your profile screen in a few minutes. It'll show a nice green verified badge. Let's set up two-factor authentication, or 2FA. This is your second line of defense. Even if someone got your password, they still couldn't get into your account without this. Let's jump back over to your PC screen for a second. Click on Security under the account icon in the left-hand menu. Look for the section that says Authenticator App and click Manage. When you click Enable, Binance will send one more verification code to your phone or email just to prove it's really you making these changes. Once you enter that, a QR code window will appear. Leave that right there on your monitor. Don't close it. Now grab your phone again and download the Google Authenticator app. Once it's installed, click Get Started and choose Use Without Signing In if you want maximum privacy. Click that little Add a Code plus sign and then scan a QR code. Point your phone's camera at your PC screen to scan that code. Boom! Just like magic, a 6-digit OTP code for Binance will start generating on your phone every 30 seconds. Go back to your computer, click Next, and enter the 6-digit code currently showing on your phone. Now your account is officially secured like a vault. You'll need this code every time you log in or withdraw, which is exactly what keeps the hackers away. Now we are finally at the finish line, the heart of the matter. Let's talk about getting some actual funds into your account so you can start your crypto journey. We're going to look at P2P or peer-to-peer trading. This is great because it lets you buy crypto directly from other people using your preferred local payment method. On the top right, look for the wallet icon and click on Spot. From there, click Deposit and then select P2P trading. Now, you'll want to make sure you are on the Buy tab. I highly recommend starting with USDT. It's a stablecoin pegged to the US dollar, which makes it much easier to manage than buying Bitcoin directly when you're just starting out. Enter the amount you want to spend and choose your preferred payment method, like a bank transfer or a digital wallet. You'll see a list of sellers. Here's a pro tip. Look for sellers with a high number of completed orders and a rating of 95% or higher. That way, you know you're dealing with someone reliable. Click Buy USDT, read the seller's instructions carefully, and confirm the amount. You'll see their payment details, go to your banking app, send the money, and, this is important, once the money is sent, go back to Binance and click Transfer Notify Seller. You can even upload a screenshot of your receipt. Once the seller confirms, the USDT will drop right into your Spot wallet. This time, let's learn how to trade futures on Binance. First, start by transferring the Tether, USDT, you will use as margin for your futures account. Click the wallet icon in the top right corner of the Binance home screen to enter the Spot wallet. Click Transfer. Select Spot for the From section and USDT-M futures for the To section. Select USDT for the coin and enter the transfer amount below. Click Confirm. The transfer from the Spot wallet to the Futures wallet is now complete. Let's start futures trading in earnest. Click Futures in the top menu. Click USDS-M futures, which are dollar margined futures. This will take you to the futures trading screen. Click this part in the top left corner to select the coin you want to trade futures for. You can set up your futures trade in the right-hand menu. First, check the margin mode. Cross is a method that uses your entire asset balance in the futures wallet as margin, while isolated restricts the margin to a specific amount set when entering the position. For beginners, I recommend the relatively safer isolated mode. Next, set the leverage. You can set leverage up to 150 times. The higher the multiplier, the larger the position you can open with the same amount of capital, but the liquidation risk also increases proportionally. Therefore, it is easier for beginners or intermediate traders to manage their risk by using 3 times to 5 times leverage. Next is the trading method. If you use a limit order, you can specify your desired entry price, and a market order is executed immediately at the current market price. Below that, check your available margin and set the price and quantity you want to trade in this section. Now, select the direction of the trade. If you expect the price to rise, click long, and if you expect it to fall, click short to open a position. Once the position is open, you can check its current status in real time in the Positions tab below. Entry price, your starting price. Mark price, the current market price. Liquidation price. If the price reaches this level, your position will be automatically liquidated. P&L shows your current return rate. If you click the pencil icon next to TP/SL, you can set your take profit and stop loss prices. Finally, to close the position, select your preferred method between market price closing, or limit price closing, under the Close All section. The position is now closed. This concludes the guide on how to trade Binance futures. If this video was helpful, please leave a like.